Let's do a loop. So we're gonna use a while loop. So what we're gonna do this is, so I have to keep track of the last occurrence found. Like I found this 3 here, and then have to keep track of the location of that last occurrence, so that I can do in the next iteration of the loop. I can start from here instead of the whole thing, and so on, like this, so on. So this is going to be a variable there. Let's call it last found at, last occurrence found at, and I'm going to add 1 to that, because if you last found this was here, this position, I want to start looking the next time after 1, so add 1 to start here. So I want to make that, and I want to store that last found at itself in the variable. Let me just write it down. I can explain it, what I'm doing. So I'm going to while loop. I'm going to do that as the condition. What I'm going to do is, and I'm going to say, okay, 3 found at position something. So I'm going to use last found at, and put a break line, and just put this thing here just to make it or something. Okay, and now, so str pause is going to look for 3 in the string something. Now I have to initialize last found at. I'm gonna put in -1. Okay, so it's gonna look for 3 in something. Okay, it's gonna start at some place. So where does it start? Let's say last found initialized to -1. So -1 plus 1 is 0. So this is gonna search in the first time. It's gonna be 0. So start from the beginning. So the whole thing, and then I'm gonna find the location of the 3, which is 0, 1, 2. I'm gonna assign that to last found at. So last found at is going to hold the value 2, which is the position of the 3 that was last found. Now, 2 in PHP, 0 means false, and all the other integers means true. So it's going to be, a condition is going to be true, the loop is going to be executed. So it's going to say 3 found at, last found at, which in this case is 0, 1, 2, right here, and then it's going to go back to the condition and try to do this, evaluate this condition again. It's going to go str pause. It's going to start at last found at plus 1, so 2 plus 1 is starts right here, so it's going to look for 3 there. It's going to find like the position of the 3 at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's going to assign 5 to last found at. So it's going to say 3 found at 5. And so on. So we have like 4 threes, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually 5. So the positions are, let's see. So we got positions 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's check if I did it right. Okay, so, and then it's gonna display 3 found at this, 2, 3 found at 5, 3 found at 8, 3 found at 12, 3 found at 15, and so on. Let's try it out. So 2, 5, 3 found at 2, 3 found at 5, 3 found at 8, 12, and 15 as expected, predicted here. So that's how we make a loop to go and search for all the occurrences in a string. So you want to use the third argument of str pause, so that you don't have to search the same thing again. You can limit your search, and the search gets smaller and smaller as you choose a smaller substring, always on the position right after your last occurrence was found, and it keeps getting smaller until we found all the occurrences and you're at the end of the string. There's nothing else to find. Okay, and to remember to initialize here, I put -1. I did like this. There could be other ways you could do this, but this is the way I did it. And str pause is going to return false if it doesn't find anything, and that's when the loop ends. When it doesn't find anything else, that's false. But if it finds anything, it returns the integer position of that occurrence, which in PHP anything other than 0 is true. So this condition is going to be true. The loop executes and just displays the 3 is found at the last found at whatever's in there, which was assigned here because the strpos returns the location of the occurrence that was found. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And just a review, we looked first at capitalization. We did strtoupper to convert all the characters in a string to uppercase. Then we did str lower to convert all the characters in the string to lowercase. And then we did the ucwords to capitalize the first character of each word. And we learned also that we could make a string nice with all first characters capitalized and everything else lowercase by using first str lower followed by ucwords. Then we went on and looked at explode and implode. Explode, you take a string, you explode, split the string into pieces and make that an array. So based on the delimiter you give, here's the sentence, and then you get each word. Because it's an array, each element has the word. You could also limit your array to have a certain number of elements, maximum, using the third argument. So only three elements in the array that was created using explode. Then we looked at implode, which is the reverse operation. You take an array, in this case we had an array of words, and we consolidate everything into a string using a delimiter as specified. In this case, we use white space, so it's gonna say dog, like cat, but whatever, all in a single string separated by space. Each word separated by space. You could be anything else though. You can add your own delimiters. And then after that, we went on and looked at str pause to find search a string for a certain pattern or occurrence. So we use str pause, and it returns the position if the occurrence was found. If not, it returns false. And you could use that in a loop to go through all the occurrences, while loop like this. And that's pretty much it for this video. Just a note here that notice I add 1 here because 3 has size 1. But if you were looking for a pattern that was like this, for example, it has 3 characters. If I just add 1 here, it's going to start looking like here, which is not technically right because the pattern is there. So you want to look here. So how do I go around that? So, well, instead of 1, you would say the length of the thing you're searching for. So here the length is 3, so you could put 3 here. That's the hard code way, but if you had this in a variable, you could actually use the str length function here. Like if you had the occurrence here, and you call str length, which returns the size of a string on the occurrence here. So the occurrence, if you set it up here, let's say occurrence is 321. That's size 3, right? There's 3 characters, and it's gonna look for that 321, and you want to add str length of the occurrence. This is it's going to be 3, so it's gonna add 3 to the last found at, which is gonna make it right because you're gonna find this pattern right here, and it's gonna give the position at the first character, which is 0, 1, 2, and then 2, 3, 4, and you add 3, and you're gonna start here, which is right because you already searched that. So that's how you fix that problem, okay? Just so you know that str length returns the size of the string. Let's just confirm that. Let me do this for you. Just let's, okay. Let me comment these things. Just a last minute thing before we end the video. Okay, so we have this. Okay, so it found, and it's to be 321 because you changed the pattern. So 321, it was only found here, right? Now if you add another 321 here, see it there? It's gonna say, okay, I found it at 10, which is the position of the first character, which is 3. If I had it like 321 there, I would search again, found a 20, would be the position here, okay? So that's it for Str Pause, and thank you so much for watching my videos. If you like, please subscribe. Really appreciate it. And if you have any comments, suggestions, requests, anything, please post in the comments below. And thank you so much, and have a good one. Bye.